All right, let's do fence riders, Mike. No fence riders.
Let's do it. For anyone who doesn't know, we do this every week on the YouTube show. This week we're doing it on TV. I give the guys a question. It is a yes or no question, or a one side or the other. You can't ride the fence. You got to pick a side. So this first question, Jay, you're going to answer for us first, and then Jason's going to retort. But the question was, will Quinnon Judkins score a touchdown for the third straight week? Guys, everyone said yes on this one.
Wow.
Except Jason, which is why he's getting a chance to say no. Jay, you tell us why he will. Jason will tell us why he doesn't believe it'll happen.
I got to just share a funny story. We're asked these questions every week. Normally we do them on Thursday. If you're not on the show Thursday, and I'm not, and Jason's not,
we don't have to worry about it.
We just kind of, yep, never think of that again. When we were in the commercial break, Jason's like, wait, I've got to support my answers? I don't remember what the question was. So I say yes just because I had said in the YouTube show that I think he's the player that has to step up the most. And really, when I think about that, that probably was the wrong answer. I think Bull's answer was the right answer. Jerry Jeudy's been down here. He needs to step up the most. Judkins has been up here.
Yeah.
But I still think we need to take him from here to here, and we do that with more carries. So I think he's going to be the biggest part of the offense that he's been of any of the 3 games that he's played in so far. I think he's going to be the focal point, and I think he will score another touchdown.
I think that there's so much variance with who scores. You get it to the 2-yard line, play action, throw it to the end zone. You know, it's just weird things
the variance.
like that.
No, I get it.
By no means do I think.
But typically, your well-fed back gets a lot of touchdowns.
I actually tend to think Dillon's going to have a couple touchdown passes.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Nice.
Look at that.
All right,
I'd love to
second
be
no
wrong in
fence
that
rider
case.
question. Who will have more turnovers on Sunday, Dillon Gabriel or Carson Wentz? This one was a pretty clean split, guys. 3 people went with Gabriel. G, Bull, and Dustin. 5 of us went with Wentz. Tyvis, Jason, Jay, Earl, and myself. Bull, why did you say Gabriel? Jay, then you're going to defend Carson Wentz.
I think they're both likely to turn the ball over, but I think, the Vikings have done a better job at forcing turnovers with Brian Flores. As good as the Browns defense is, that's probably the weakest part of their defense is they don't force a lot of turnovers. So ultimately, that's why I went with Gabriel.
Yeah, so why not Gabriel? I think it's his first NFL start. He's going to be extra cautious. He's not going to try to fit balls into windows that he can't fit. Don't do it. Carson Wentz is, I think, the most immobile quarterback in the league now without Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
I think he's playing without 60% of his starting offensive line, and he's playing against the best defensive front that the Browns have had probably in my lifetime. And I know that seems like a leap, but I had said at the beginning of the year, I think this team, when it's all said and done, we're going to say we finally gave the help that Myles Garrett has needed. And I think Garrett's probably salivating right now over the opportunity to chase a big, slow, immobile quarterback against an offensive line that's probably going to look like ours has all year. So I think that Wentz is going to turn it over more.
Question number 3. Will either team score 20 or more points in this game? It's 2 of the better defenses, 2 of the more struggling offenses. 5 of you believe it will happen. Bull, Dustin, Earl, Jason, and Jay said, yes, they will score 20. Tyvis, G, and myself said no. Jason, you tell us why they will score 20. G, you explain why you believe it will not happen.
Because, again, I think Dillon's going to be a little bit more competent. 20 is not a very high bar.
Well, it's either team.
Yeah, one or the other.
Because I don't think the Browns are going to score over 20, but
it's one or the other.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm saying, I 20 is not a very high bar.
It's not. But we haven't done it in how long?
I know.
For the Browns it is.
But
a long time.
I just tend to think that I think Dillon's going to surprise people. Again, I don't think he's going to set the world on fire. I think it's going to look like an NFL offense. I could be way wrong. Maybe we come in here Monday and go, wow, you're an idiot. He played like he was atrocious.
I'll be an idiot
and they got blown off the
because
field.
I agree with you.
I just think I think we are way underselling how much better things are going to look with a quarterback who can move.
Well, I think, he may look pretty good. I think he will look competent, but I also believe that these 2 defenses are going to be salivating. Brian Flores is going to give him looks that he ain't never seen before. It's going to be exotic. He's going to have to diagnose and get it there. And then on the other side, Carson Wentz is going to be under pressure all day. I think this is a low-scoring affair. You might see a game where it's a 17-10, 17-13 game. And I don't foresee in London them coming up with 20 points. We haven't done it since last year, I think in December.
December 2nd.
When Jameis Winston was playing quarterback. So, no.
I hadn't even started shaving yet.
All right, last one, guys. The Browns rank 3rd in the NFL in drops. We've talked about Jerry Jeudy and the receiver struggles at length in the YouTube show. So will they drop more than 2 passes on Sunday? It's a dead even split. G, Dustin, myself, Jay said, yes, they will. Bull, Ty, Earl, Jason said, no, they won't. G, tell us why you think they will. Bull, you're going to tell us why you think they won't.
Well, this is definitely, we say it all the time, maybe, catching the interceptions isn't Greg Newsom's things. Well, catching the football is not a Cleveland Browns thing. They will drop a couple, and it'll be, listen, it's one of them where they just drop them so quick. They so used to just being like, my bad, dog, my bad. It's just I'm getting into the flow of things. You got to drop a pass first before you
The game doesn't start till we have
Yeah, you get the drops, then you're like, I got that out the way. Yeah, there's multiple drops. I think
It's
they
like
might have
Chase
4.
DeLauder. Drop this fly ball here. Now we can get on with it.
Can of corn. Yeah, nah, they're going to drop these footballs. Come on.
I've become the Jerry Jeudy apologist.
Yes.
So I'm going to say when I say he's got to pick up his game, I think he will. I think everybody, at least for 1 week, is going to be a little on guard. Like, we got to help this kid out. We got to be better. We got to be more efficient. I also think the passes are going to be kind of short. And shorter passes are less likely to be dropped in theory. As
we can drop them from all distances.
That's true.
Every angle we drop
Just saying in theory. The Browns may not fit that theory, but
crazy.